They sold most of their fruit to Kendall Jackson and then Fetzer and some other kind of bigger wineries. And then I don't know the exact year, but at one point they ended up having this great contract with Brown-Forman, who ended up taking all of the Zinfandel, and they made a high-end brand out of Mariah, and they made a Mariah wine. They went into this contract for quite a few years, which as a grower and as a farmer, that is awesome because it's really, really hard. As I'm sure you know from, being in this regenerative space, like farmers are really the bottom of the whole food chain. And so to have a contract where you have the option that you can sell your product and aside from weather, different things, different tonnages, every year is very different. It's a very vintage situation where every year weather really matters. And it was a great safety net, a really good contract for them. So anyway, they made a high-end brand.
It was awesome. Brown-Forman is Jack Daniels. And they really put the Mariah brand on the map. So there was a lot of energy and power in the back. They made beautiful wooden cases. They had etched glass, and they sold the Mariah wine to high-end restaurants. So for Mariah, it was an absolutely blessing. Yeah.
And for Mendocino Ridge AVA, which they allude to.
What did we just talk about there? We talked about the theme of Brown-Forman's a huge brand, right? And so we tend to focus on, smaller or medium-sized brands, but the brand interacts with the consumers and creates the market and helps the farmer drive profitability, which is the whole point of this podcast. And I think the work we're trying to do is evangelize about the fact that to support growers, we have to support the brands. And there's this awesome symbiotic relationship between those two and all those things that you just kind of mentioned, both of you. And so I just want to highlight that because that's the whole purpose of what we're trying to talk about.